So the old American osteopath, the one that kind of popularized osteopathy, often used to talk about diseases of the seasons. This usually happened in the warmer summer months when all our blood's kind of pushed out to the surface in order to keep us cool. It gets brought back into the body as the temperature drops in order to keep us warm. So that's not naturally a problem. It's actually an adaptive way to keep us warm as the seasons change. However, what they noticed is sometimes things kind of got knocked around during the spring and summer months, and that people that had things that were out of place oftentimes were the ones ending up the most sick. So what that means, typically three things happen in osteopathy. So we look at big accidents or injuries. So sometimes it's a fall on our bum, a fall on our shoulder. They can really jolt things out of place. And when things are out of place, muscles are trying to act in order to pull them back. So when we get that muscle interaction, it often makes it harder for our blood and circulation to get through. So the second thing that can happen is repetitive motions. So in today's world, it's the golf, it's the baseball, hockey, things like that, where we're always going to one side. It can also be at the gym if we're working the front side more than the muscles on the back. We end up shortening everything here, and you can see how our shoulders get pulled in and put our body in a compromised position. So the third thing is our posture. So we carry that through work, the way we're sitting down, things like that. Obviously with COVID this summer, we have changed the way we're sitting a bit. Maybe the work setting's not ideal. We're working a bit too high up. Our shoulders are jamming up towards our ears, or maybe we're working a bit low down where we're kind of collapsing through the chest and making it more difficult for a lot of these ribs to move the way they're supposed to. So those are the three ways things can get locked up. The importance in this is, especially during this season, is for our lymphatic system. So that's what carries all our immune system around. So I view this as a river compared to a pond. So with a river, anytime something bad comes in it, if the current's strong enough, it kind of pushes everything through out of harm's way. Versus if we have something blocking up the river, we kind of create some stagnation in that water, and that creates an environment where bacteria can thrive, similar to a pond. So in osteopathy, we want to remove all those blockages downstream. So whether that's a rib, whether the neck's kind of tilted, twisted out of place, which puts the shoulders in a different position, it creates a lot of tension through this area here. And obviously a lot of bacteria gets in through our mouth and nose. So if that's not draining well through there, our immune system becomes a bit compromised, and it can lead to increasing our chances of getting sick. So that's the osteopathic approach. I highly recommend, as the seasons change here, to get checked out by your local manual osteopathic therapist. Thanks for listening.